So this tutorial is designed for anybody that's moving from the old eGOS system to the eGOS Plus system. If you've not used the old system and you want a general tutorial on eGOS, head to the forum and just check the standard eGOS tutorial. So eGOS has run now for about 3 years, but we wanted to add new features, we wanted to make it quicker, we wanted alerts that alert you, for example, when claims are due to be submitted. So we've redesigned the system from the ground up. Two main differences on the home screen. You've now got on the left here this eGOS activity panel, and that's going to give you lots of stats on the sort of eGOS vouchers that are heading through your system at the moment. So that's going to appear. At the top, on your top bar, the eGOS tab, which would have previously shown you the pop-up box with all the eGOS claims, that's going to disappear just so that we don't confuse you. I'll show you a patient example of what exactly is changing. You've now got eGOS Plus instead of eGOS. Click on that, and that pretty much operates as it would have done before. Any new claims you add will appear in this box, exactly as before. But underneath, you've then got a listing of legacy claims for that patient. So these are claims made on the old eGOS system for this patient. So you've got all your new ones will appear as normal. Underneath this legacy box will be any old claims. That means you can see what they've had in the past, what dates they had it, etc. What you can't do here though is interact with these claims. These claims won't be clickable. Okay, so if you do have outstanding stuff on the old system, or you need to manipulate any old claims, you've actually got on the far right this legacy eGOS tab. Once you click in there, you'll be able to click on the claims and you'll be able to interact with them as you would have done before. So just for clarity, eGOS becomes eGOS Plus and operates pretty much as normal. Legacy claims will appear underneath, but you can't do anything with them. You do still need to do stuff with them, submit them, etc. So that's where you use the legacy eGOS tab. You'll only need to use the legacy eGOS tab until all your claims are gone. And bearing in mind there's a 3-month kind of window for most claims, you're only going to have that for about 3 months. So once everybody's cleared everything from legacy, we'll get rid of that tab, and you'll still be able to view previous activity, but you won't need the legacy tab to interact. I hope that makes sense. Okay, we'll just head back to the diary screen just to give you a little rundown on here. This Joseph Blogs here, you saw me just create a GOS1, so it's given us a warning here that we've got a voucher that we've created today that we haven't submitted. You can click that, right click that, and that'll open the patient, so you can then interact with that that claim. We've also got a claims at risk box here. So as you probably know, GOS1s, so site tests, we've got to submit them within 3 months of the site test, and GOS4s and GOS3s, we've got to submit them within 3 months of the collection date, the patient signature, or 12 months of the site test date. So what the system will now do, if things are coming towards the end, they'll pop up as an alert here, and we can set the exact alerts in the settings, but it's going to give you this amber alert when they're a few weeks old, and it's going to give you an absolute crucial red one when we're near the 3-month deadline, if that makes sense. Then underneath we've got various other alerts. Supplied awaiting signature, that's where you've marked the patient as having collected the glasses but there's no signature going on. That's where supplied and signed is where they've collected the glasses and they've signed it and it's just ready for you to go. Draft GOS1s, pretty self-explanatory. Unvalidated, that's things that have basically been rejected for whatever reason. We can just click on this here. We've got a rejected claim, manual review possible, 1398. If you use the system much, you know 1398 basically means that there's a duplicate claim. What you can now see additional information. On the right hand side, you've got view previous submission data here. So if you click that, it will show you the submission attempts. So this on the 7th of the 5th at 3:36 was submitted and validated, so it went through, but then it's been rejected. And if you hover over this here, or just look at the message underneath, it effectively tells you there's a duplicate claim there. Lots of reasons it could give you. This one's particularly a duplicate claim. If it's something you can fix, there's a new feature just for operations, and that you can click the clog. You can flush the claim, and then that'll actually disappear back into drafts, and then you can actually submit the claim again. This admin module is now working, so you can carry out everything in this panel that you need to carry out. In addition, on the left hand side is My eGOS, and if you're an optometrist, that will show you all the claims that are open with your name on. That's my name there. A couple of additional features here. You can email that to the optom, so the performer, the optom. So if they've not signed the forms on the day, they've gone home, or they're a locum, etc., and you need a signature, click that email link. It will change this to a remote signature being requested. They'll get an email, they can click the email, they can sign. They can actually bulk sign for all the forms that are open under their name as well. They can do that if they're in store. They can do that with this sign all button as well, so they can sign that, and that'll actually save all open ones. It then disappears from their tab. Today, as you know, posted, actually we're going to change the name of this posted and signed. That's the same as here, supplied and signed. So this is, think of posted as collected. Your drafts are in there, as you know. All drafts covers eGOS 3s and eGOS 4s as well. Unvalidated and rejected, keep an eye on it, but it's in your admin panel here. Processing. It used to be the case that you submitted the claim, and then a few minutes later you could click check status. The system now does this automatically, so even manual reviews. So if it goes to manual review, you shouldn't have to log into PCSE online. It should automatically, the system should automatically log in and check for you. But in a nutshell, once a claim's been accepted, validated, the system within about 20 minutes should check the status on PCSE, and it will let you know whether it's validated or rejected. Unused vouchers. This is basically where you've had a voucher, it's all been accepted on PCSE, but you haven't put it on the till yet. When you put a voucher on the till, you get a little trolley symbol on the right hand side here. So these are vouchers where you've put them through, claimed them, but probably forgot to use them or put them on the till. Live PCSE feed. You shouldn't need this, but in a nutshell, this instantly logs into PCSE online and checks any claims you put through today, and gives you the actual current status of that job. So, in summary, you've now got eGOS Plus and you've now got eGOS Legacy. Your old claims will be in eGOS Legacy. Try and run those down and get rid of them. Anything in eGOS Plus, you're going to get much more alerts, and you're going to get much more control and speed over what's going on. Click the eGOS panel here. Actually, there's one more thing I didn't show you. You can actually send the patient remote links as well, or local links. In this signature strip here, you've got two options, SMS. So if I click that, it will send that patient an SMS message with this form to sign. You can also send it to a local tablet on the same IP address. So if you click the local link, then this effectively will go into a bank. And if you log into the signature strip on the tablet within your practice, it'll come up with patient names, and they can sign on there. There's also a bulk signing option now. So if you effectively send the patient one SMS and then send them local links for all their other forms, all the other members of the family, etc., then they get the option to sign for multiple forms at once, if that makes sense. That signing sheet, if you do want to check it out, is top right on your screen. I'm not in the store at the moment, but if you're in a known store, there should be something that says sign right at the top there, and that'll allow you to launch the sign-in portal if you want to run that on a tablet or another screen in the practice, or even a mobile phone if you want to. Okay, as usual, any questions or queries, you can ask them in the forum. Because this is happening and it's live, I'm totally fine with you WhatsApping me, and I can get back to you reasonably quickly. If you get any weird claims that won't submit, just let me know. Otherwise, hopefully you enjoyed the upgrades in the new system. Thanks, guys.